The Eagles made a signing yesterday, Julio Jones, big name from the past. What does it mean now, do you think, for this team? And where is Julio Jones as far as being ready to play in an NFL game from what you're hearing?
Well, I think, he's going to join the practice squad. They're going to ramp him up. I don't know whether I think it probably would be ambitious for him to play on Sunday, I'm going to guess. I mean, that would seem to be ambitious. But he's a physical freak, okay? A total physical freak. And it's going to take him a little bit of time to get back up to speed. Maybe they can use him in certain spots at certain times. I don't think it'll be long before they sign him off the practice squad and onto the active roster and elevate him in that way. I don't know whether that's a week or 2 or 3, but it won't be long. And
I did chuckle at him being put on the practice squad because observing his entire career in Atlanta, practice was not something that Julio enjoyed at all. In fact, he rarely participated in it ever.
That is very accurate. That is very accurate. Well, he's gotta participate in it now to get ready and get him back up to speed. Right?
Yes, he does. He does.
That's what he needs, and so he's got to get that done and get back up to speed. But they went back and they looked at his tape from Tampa and checked him out. And what was interesting is I remember going into last year talking to some Buccaneers officials, and they had Julio and they had Godwin and they had Mike Evans, and they said, hey, go season, Julio is our best receiver. I'm like, really? Better than Godwin and Evans? We believe he's our best receiver going into the season. Now, it did not shake out that way.
Right.
Okay, Godwin and Evans did what Godwin and Evans do because they're great receivers. But that gives you an idea of the perception that team had of Julio 1 year ago. 1 year ago. And apparently he's still in good shape, and he's kept himself up to speed, and that's the case, then, they're looking for him to be the number 3 wide receiver. So, in a 3 role, Quez Watkins was put on IR, and it sounds like it's going to be a while on him. So, really, Julio becomes Quez Watkins is what this is.
Quez Watkins was starting a lot for the Eagles and counted upon to be that slot wide receiver. You said you watched the tape, or what he did last year in Tampa. I'm not going to lie, I don't remember Julio Jones and what he did in Tampa last year, Shefty. But do you think there's still some left in the tank that he can, air quotes, help this team?
Well, 70% of Julio Jones is still better than most receivers in the league, right?
Okay.
So, I do think there's something in the tank, and I do think he will be able to help. Are you signing Julio and he's competing, with Devontae and AJ to be the one? No, that's not happening. Could he come in and catch a couple of passes a game or a big third down catch or a target? Yeah, that definitely could happen, and I think that's what they're thinking could happen.
If they're thinking he's going to help in the red zone, though, the red zone and the end zones actually at Lincoln Financial Field were very bad to him in that NFC playoff game, and then the first game of the next year. He's very adverse to those end zones. So I just